It's such a good point too, Cardi, because like I think a lot about what you just said of like your body rejecting it, and I think we need to have more grace for ourselves as women, because I agree with you. Like there is just this weird.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. There is just like this weird double standard thing that's like it feels like men are always available, and so when you are a woman, you can feel really, really isolated.
Yeah.
And now here we are, and look at the goddamn jersey that you're wearing. Okay, so you're in a relationship. How did you meet this man? Did he slide in your DMs?
It wasn't a DM thing. I could feel the vibe that he liked me, but he never like approached me. But I always heard like he was into me, but he never approached me. He was very respectful and stuff like that.
Okay, so what did you do?
So it was just this one time that I was like, you have to move on. Like you have to move on. And it's like, no matter how much times you go to the club and think that this is going to distract you, you know what you have to do to move on. In order to move on, you have to be, like getting attention from somebody. If you're so used to getting attention from one person, you have to like get attention from somebody, because at the end of the day, you could party, you could club, you could work, you could job, you could get your hair done. At the end of the day, you kind of want somebody to talk to. You need somebody to talk to. So I asked somebody, like, it's like, hey, it feels illegal. and we just talked. We got to know each other. We was getting to know each other for like a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much. We wasn't doing too much though.
Okay.
Too much.
You were keeping it like just like slow.
And
how did you feel in the beginning? Were you nervous to talk to like a new person?
Yes. You could tell I was very nervous.
And what was it about him that made you slowly keep coming back?
Because sometimes that we would talk, and then sometimes we go like weeks or like a month without talking. And for some reason, like it's almost like he always hit me up like at the right time. He almost hit me up like at the times that I feel uneasy. I'd be like, I don't know if I should deal with this person, because I know this person, he's a little hot, but I'm going to talk. And then we had really good conversations, and it got to the point that it was like, damn, we talked for hours and 6 hours and 7 hours. And it's like, there was days that it's like, oh, even when we wasn't talking, I was like, I need to talk to this person, because I'm talking to this person every day.
Like this nigga didn't have to be in training camp or nothing?
Yeah, what the hell? He got too much time in his hands.
That's why I didn't draft his ass in my fantasy team, because I seen this shit coming.
Yeah,
has he came on and said he was her boyfriend yet, or is this just all Cardi's side talking all this?
Well, they've been together. They've been in videos and shit like that. He's definitely hanging around her.
That don't mean that
I don't know if he claimed her.
Yeah.
But has he was like, yeah, this is my girlfriend, or is it just like Cardi putting on his jersey and all this other type of stuff, and he just over here doing her?
Crazy.
I mean, do you claim a hoe? Is that what we do now? We claim hoes? We don't claim hoes. We use them, abuse them, and send them back to the streets. You don't claim hoes. So no, he's probably never going to claim her as a boyfriend, because she's a hoe. And he realized
shot the club up. He shot the club up.
You got some dumb dudes though. You got some dumb dudes though. I mean, it's nothing. You dumb.
Yeah, that's wild.
Plus, claiming a married woman as your girlfriend. I mean, come on.
That's kind of wicked. Yeah,
Getting pregnant by a rebound is crazy.
Yeah, man. Right. The man was fraud dog.
Because did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she said? How she said that in order for her to like she's going by that little I guess hoe like saying where for you to get over another man, to get over one man, you got to get under another one. Like that shit is crazy. Like she didn't say I need to go heal, I need to get right. She said she just had to jump right back.
Why would she?
Onto another schlong? Because you a mother, because you have children, because
she's a hoe,
look up to you, because you're a role model, because you get to talk to former presidents and shit like that, because people care about what it is that you say.
Bro, this woman was just twerking while she was pregnant.
I saw it.
In front of,
And
in front of a crowd of
I was
people, man.
disgusted by it. I was disgusted by it. And you know what? Anybody who liked that up is weird to me, because for me, I wouldn't even try it just because of the sheer thought that could be a baby mother of mine. I would be scared as hell to knock her up, man. I don't see how people could like make a conscious decision to shoot the club up in such a situation like that. That shit is wild to me.
Trev, you be scared to fuck a hoe though. Like that's why, because you got common sense. Like you would be scared to fuck a hoe, and you.
Yeah,
you
I would be
have,
scared to smash a hoe, but I definitely.
No, I'm talking about you be scared to raw dog and skeet.
Oh yeah. No, that's out.
And that's what Trev's money right now. You got Stephon Diggs money. You probably not listen, bro. You probably gonna fuck chicks with a hazmat suit on, especially if you're not yours.
Yeah, but I mean, we already saw Cardi B's medical records through that case, right?
Yeah,
because she sued Tasha K. So yeah.
But I want to ask you a question about that, Trev. Like, so what's the fear about getting Cardi pregnant?
For her being my baby mother,
damn,
me being tethered to that woman for the rest of my life.
Being intellectual for once, Hank. Come on, add a conversation.
No, you talking about getting a hoe pregnant? What's wrong with that?
Wait. Maybe he just want to know my answer, because I don't think he would do that shit. I pray to God he wouldn't even think of that. Right. So the reason why is because I would want the parents, if I'm going to co-parent with someone, I want my children's lives to be good. I want them to be, I want them to have someone who's going to set an example. Right. I want somebody who understands, who just isn't uncouth, somebody who knows how to speak English, could probably write a few sentences.
Well, Trev,
someone who they could learn from.
You want somebody that's equally yoked to you. Do you think?
Not necessarily. No, I don't even care about equally yoked. I just want you to be a positive figure. I want you to be able to read and write English. I want you to not be a whore, and I want you to be a good example for my children and be domesticated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't have like a bunch of crazy requirements.
Of course, you want somebody who articulates themselves well, because you know how to talk. But in terms of Offset and Stephon Diggs, it's like, I'm a professional athlete. I'm not too much worried. I'm a professional athlete who don't got that much sense. I'm not too much worried about. I'm not going to be home. I'm out here fucking off. Like, I'm out here with these hoes. Like, I'm trying to party. I'm doing all this other type of stuff. You gonna be home with the kid. I know you got money. You a trust fund baddie. You got bread, right? So I'm not getting pregnant with somebody who maybe I got more money than. They probably got the same amount of money, right? So in terms of these things, and maybe they have shared values, because they're both not like, they don't think like you. I would assume they don't. He just got 3 women pregnant. So I would assume he's not in that space. I would assume like he's not in that space, where he's thinking about these type of things. And Cardi is probably the most valuable out of all of those women, because they probably don't got the money she got. When they might be better looking, they might have less bodies, but do they have the money that she has and the resources that she has? I'm just looking at this objectively, and I'm throwing out these other, give me pussy.
No, I get it. And I've said on this platform that
I don't know how you looking at this, though.
Sometimes
I don't know how you.
There is such a thing as.
Don't be emotional.
This is crazy.
Argue the points.
No, because we're trying to teach. We trying to teach our youngins. Would you allow your son to marry a woman like this?
No.
Okay,
so what the fuck is what the? Oh,
so
you sound crazy.
In the community as well, like you're impregnating a woman that is not a mother. You know what I'm saying? She's a mom, maybe. Like she's really a baby mama. That's what she is, right?
Well, she had a daughter. She was married.
That's fine, but what she was before she got married was still who she was when she got into the marriage, right?
So why are we acting like her being a mom matters? You a hoe. Like,
right.
You know how many hoes have kids?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I said that doesn't make her a suitable person.
That means she's irresponsible. It's like a prostitute getting pregnant.
Look, I'm not saying that Cardi B's not a hoe or nothing like that. And we got to be.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sure. I don't think Hamadab was finished.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that we cannot make it okay because the dude is rich and he nutted in a rich woman, right? The child is going to be affected because he is not going to be there and she now has to explain later the situation in which that she's found herself in. So it makes no sense for an athlete or a person that is not up to his level of money to make a decision that's going to destroy himself, maybe, but for sure destroy the kid. I mean, it's important for us to recognize what's really going on. Like the kid is going to be the person that has that suffers the consequence of his dad doing what he did and mom doing the thing as well. That's my point.
Ain't shit niggas and an ain't shit hoe got together and had a baby. I don't feel bad for neither one of them.
I'm not feeling bad for them.
No, not you. I'm just generally speaking. I like it when ain't shit niggas get with ain't shit women because that means that, you know, a lot of times an ain't shit nigga get a good woman pregnant or a good nigga get an ain't shit woman pregnant. And you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all hear the story about like the good dads get the worst baby mamas and then like the good mothers get the worst baby daddies. Like that shit. I'm glad those two motherfuckers are aligned because the state is gonna raise them kids financially.
My humble dad, the thing that I don't like about Cardi is her representation of herself. Like, so the way she wop and all that type of stuff, the things she say, that's all crazy, right? To me. So I don't like those things about her, what I think she stands for. Now, if we're talking about the type of mother that she is, a lot of times she's been saying some thorough shit, like when it comes to like about men and women to some degree. Like even when she just said, like, you know, a lot of men are respectful. And it's a lot of like she be saying stuff about women that we say on this panel sometimes. So to some degree, sometimes she got her head on her shoulder with some things. Now, when it comes to the lifestyle that her current daughter is living, I don't know about the lifestyle, but what lifestyle do we think her current daughter is living? Like, do we think she has access and she's actually getting the best tutors? Is she getting the best, you know, the best coaches? Like, what is the lifestyle that she's living? Like,
lifestyle, I don't know, but what I do know about children is that they need their mom and their dad in their household, regardless of the finances that is taking place, my dude. That is the problem that you will see a rich kid have, and it's the problem you'll see a poor kid have, them not having their parents together for the extended duration of them being together.
So you think that professional athletes in general shouldn't have kids?
No, I didn't say they shouldn't have kids. I said people should have kids in a marriage.
So what about men who work jobs where they got to be gone for months at a time? Do you think they shouldn't have kids?
I never said that nobody should not have kids. If he's married, if you would look at the information, even though he may be away and they're married, there's still an understanding that when he's away, that the kid will understand why dad had to be away once they get older. Right. There's a guy that I interviewed not too long ago. He said that his dad was never really there. And the reason why his dad wasn't there is because he was having to work 2 and 3 jobs. And he didn't understand that dad missed a lot of time with him. Right. But however, when he got older, dad was still in the picture. He came to dad and talked to him about it. And dad was able to explain to him, son, this is why I was able to pay for your schooling. Son then said, now he's a grown man. He says, now I believe that my dad was probably the best dad in the world. However, in the scenario that we're talking about with Stephon Diggs, he's not going to be able to have the same thought. He's not going to be able to have the same conversation with his child. He's just going to be like, you know, dad's not here. He's a no beat. He's a deadbeat person.
He can't say dad wasn't there because I was being an athlete.
Yes.
Okay. I was being an athlete. I was being an entrepreneur. I have this. I have that. You know, he can't say that the same thing.
But that's not the reason why he wasn't there.
So
the reason why he wasn't there is because he's not connected to his mother. He did not marry the child's mother. So he's going to be out of the kid's life.
So you don't think that he can be there for the kid if he wanted to?
Be there for the kid is different than being in the household with the kid.
So, okay. So this is the inconsistency that I see, right? Because
not an inconsistency. If you're married to the person.
So here's the inconsistency that I see, right?
All right.
So if the goal is to have the father in the house, being able to spend time and for that kid to see and be with that father, right? Then if you are off on a ship working for 2 or 3 months at a time, you're not going to be able to see your kid often, right? Or if you're doing another job that requires you to be away from your kid often, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas let's say I was just Stephon Diggs and I'm like, I want to see my kid, you know, so I'm gonna fly and go see my kid often, or I'm gonna be there, or I'm gonna make sure my kid in the house living, within the same city as me, so I can see my kid every day. You're saying that the person who sees his kid less is better off because technically he's married to the mom.
Yes.
So explain it, because it sounds ridiculous, but explain it to me.
Of course, it sounds ridiculous. So, for example, I give you, since we're using athletes. So LeBron James I would say was rarely in his house because of him being an athlete. But because he's married to the mother of his children, they see him totally different. Okay. He attended games and whatnot, even though he is away a lot of the time. Matter of fact, when they was in the bubble, he didn't get to see his family for quite some time. But because there is an establishment of that, this is your father and I'm married to him, it is seen way different than, okay, that's your dad, but we not together. And he comes when he wants to. The child will understand that perspective. I don't think that you give any credence to children understanding the situation that's going on. Okay, and then because you don't like stats and numbers, so I'm just giving you some common sense.
No, I accept some of them.
What's that?
I accept some.
Okay, you accept some. That don't make any sense if you accept some, because so the stats show like this. Let me explain.
It depends on where you got the numbers from. It depends on who, if you did a study, who did the study. If you
cool. Okay, I'll have to get the paperwork. It's somewhere around here. But there's about 30 different psychiatrists that have no affiliation with one another. They did a study about what it looks like for a man and a woman to be in the household together. It even says if they are not married and they are in the household, they do not do as good as when there is a man and a woman that are married inside the household, right? So if you take that man that is just the baby daddy out and he's just off somewhere, it's not the same connection of being married to the woman that's in the house, because the woman is going to be having a different conversation. Mom that's married to the man is going to be having a different conversation about dad than the woman that is just some baby mama. It's going to be a totally different conversation. And so the child will understand that and see that and have a different peer view of how to see his dad.
Yeah, so I would have to look at that study, so I can't comment on the study. But I do think that the idea that children look at their fathers differently when they're married to the mother than not married to the mom, that doesn't make sense to me. And I'll say, well, why? If you are a father who's in your kids' lives, I'm talking about active, like you every day, taking them to school, pick them up from school, taking them to practice, all the type of things. I think the idea that you look at your father differently because he doesn't have a paper or whatever would be the difference between him being in a relationship with your mom and not, a marriage with your mom and not. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think kids look at that at all. I don't think kids think about that at all.
You base that on what?
Just common sense. But
how often are you around children?
Every day.
Give me an example.
I wake up.
So hold on, Dope. Are you basing this off your anecdotal situation?
Hold on, real quick. Like, I'm not talking about your kids. I'm talking about children in general. How often?
That's not mine?
Yeah.
Not often.
Okay. Okay. So then, for you to say it's ridiculous, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. I think
I've been in education over 20. I've been in education over 20 something years, and I'm around children as it relates to being their teacher or administrator for a very long time.
Okay.
And we talk about the dynamics of their parents. And so they see their parent differently if it's just a baby daddy.
Well, what makes you say that?
If they're in the household, because the mom is going to be speaking differently about the father.
So
you disagree with that as a statement? That a woman that is a baby mama is going to be speaking this? You think they're going to be speaking the same about the father of their child if one is married and one is not?
I think most cases they will speak differently.
Okay, so which one would speak positively?
Most cases, a lot of baby moms don't speak positively about their father.
Correct. So therefore, the one that is married to the husband, married to their father, is probably going to speak more a lot better than the baby mama, right?
But do you understand how that?
So with that being said, just based on that information alone, will show you that it's not ridiculous of a statement that I'm making.
But do you understand how like that can distort the basis of your not allegation, but your statement? So of course, most baby moms and most baby dads have completely toxic relationships. The vast majority of them, right? Most of them, they're dysfunctional. They hate each other. They got to drop the baby off at the police station. All these other type of things. Like these are things that play a part into these numbers, a huge part. Versus saying having two mature people who co-parent together gracefully. That's a different story. Or not even co-parent together. Let's say two people who just happen to live together and they have a great relationship and they just didn't choose to get married. Right? I know my son's aunt, like they got her they popping a baby out every year. They popping a baby out. They've never been married, but they've been together 15 years. And that's just kind of how they roll.
That's fine how they roll, but they may be an anomaly, but the numbers are not in the favor of how the kid will be raised psychologically.
Yeah, I just gotta. I'm interested in the study. If you can send it to me, I'll check out the study. Right. And I know you accept the study. I gotta I gotta really look at the study to see if I accept it or not.
Okay.
To Humble Dad's point, do you think that the kids notice when there's a divorce or when they are aware that there's a divorce?
I think so.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Kids when they go through the reason why they suffer is because the mom tends to put them in the middle of the shit. The fathers aren't the ones exposing the kids to the fuck shit they mom did or the arguments they having, and that the dad's energy is not the energy that throws off the entire house. If a woman is not happy, will fuck up an entire home. A man who's not happy will fuck up a room. We'll go in the garage, we'll sit in the car, we'll be in our man cave, but that woman is going to move throughout that house, transiting, dealing with them kids, passing off that I'm hurt wife energy to them children. And then when the shit goes south, what they tend to do is say, your daddy left us instead of your daddy left me. Your daddy wronged us instead of your daddy cheated on me. Or your daddy is dangerous because your daddy beat my ass like he would beat your ass. Like it's sad, but oftentimes when you look at the things that kids going through divorce, and if you talk to them and say, okay, well, who exposed you to it? It's always the mom.
I think to piggyback off of what Humble Dad was speaking on too, psychologically, when you do have two parents in the household, their experience is completely different. We're having dinner together. We're going to family functions together. We're going to the movies together. That's completely different from, dad is coming over to pick me up to go to dinner, or I'm having dinner with dad's girlfriend, or we're going to dad's mom house for Christmas. And then on Christmas Eve, I'm at mom's house. So I think all those little things and scenarios, experiences, plays a tremendous role in the psychological growth of that child and how they see the world and also relationships as well.
How does it mold it? In what way does it mold it to?
Well, it's the we're a unit, and compared to the individualism of this mama's grandma house or daddy's grandma house, where everything is being split, compared to all these both families coming together as one.
Don't you still have your father's grandmom and your mom's grandmom still though, don't you?
But you're not seeing them together. There is unique value for a child to see his parents moving together as one unit. They don't have to be married, but they can be in the same home, operating as if they're married because they're in a committed relationship. But the view and the vision and the experience your kids will have watching you and their mother in a relationship, doing things together, supporting them together. It's not your dad might come. It's like there's a team aspect that kids benefit from.
Yeah. So I'm asking y'all, what will the fruits of that be?
Better children.
Jesus Christ.
So wait,
I don't understand. I don't understand this, man. Why are we as black people promoting this baby mama, baby dad? Why is it only us that we are okay with this, pushing this bullshit like it's the greatest thing going? It's not. There's a lot of things negative behind this, and very little positive. So when you gotta sit there and see your parents, and now you gotta make a decision: do I want to spend Christmas with my mama or my daddy? See, that's crazy to me.
And the kids
that doesn't make sense to me. Anyway. No, it shouldn't be that situation. But we are promoting this shit like it's okay. It's a thing to do to be a baby daddy, to be a baby mama. Even if you're not you living together saying you still a baby daddy or baby mama. You're not married. That's what you are. Now, people may not want to accept that name or that title, but that's exactly what you are. You just so happen to live under the same roof, shacking up, but you still a baby mama and daddy who live together. Why are we promoting this as our people? I don't. It's a saying.